So this is our first year checkup since I got my mouth guards. And when I came in to see you a year ago, I couldn't walk very far. I always use my wheelchair. I was still having full body dystonic spasms. Sometimes they could last up to 2 hours at a time. And I was having severe, well, my C1 is unstable and my tailbone's unstable, which is, I think, and you'll know this better, but I think it's part of the TMJ and why the C1 and the tailbone are unstable. I don't know, but you might be able to tell me that. But they're really unstable, and so I was having bad migraines, and then I would have really bad trigeminal attacks bilaterally, but not at the same time. The left trigeminal nerve is worse, but not very often. The right is a lot and not quite as painful. But anyway, since I've been wearing this for a year, I don't think I used my wheelchair at all until the beginning of September of this year. So almost a whole year without having to use my wheelchair. I was able to walk around my neighborhood. I was able to walk normal, not my legs coming in, nothing. The only type of spasms I would get, and it was only on a rare occasion, was in my hands and in my feet. But again, not very often. So the dystonia was great all year long. Not as many flare-ups either. The only time I would have a trigeminal flare-up is if I ate something I shouldn't have eaten, something hard, and it irritated it. But other than that, not that. My C1 is more stable. I was having less and less of those headaches. And I could get up to, I think I was seeing the chiropractor to get it readjusted. It started off where it would hold for 6 weeks, and it even went longer. So maybe, I don't remember the longest, maybe 2 months, but I would still see her to get that still put in place.
Now, what were some of your symptoms, and how long had you had your dystonia?
10 years. It's 10 years this year. Well, it started November of 2010. So the spasms, I had full body dystonia, so generalized dystonia, and it turned my ankles, it turned my hands. If I typed, these hands would cramp and go into a spasm. I mean, just that motion would cause it. And you can see I can do that just normal now. And then sometimes it would go all the way up my back and put me into a full body, I don't know how to explain it, but my whole body, every muscle in my whole body. And then I had secondary spasmodic torticollis that would pull my chin almost all the way behind my shoulder. It would pull it really far to this side, to the left. And I haven't had that either. None
and
of that.
What were some of the treatments that you went through over the past 10 years?
Oh my gosh. Okay, so I've been on every single medication. And then once I got off the medication, I started doing better. And I mean, I was out of my mind. I had no memory. I was really sick. Even before I saw you, I got off the medication a couple years before I saw you, but up until on all the medication, I rarely saw a day out of bed. And I think I was in bed probably a good 5 years, Robbie. Yeah, about 5 years I was in bed.
Wow.
He would have to put me in the car. I couldn't even get into the car, so he'd lift me up, put me in the car. I mean, we'd go into the grocery store. If we went into the cold aisle, I was in a full body spasm in my wheelchair. Yeah, it was awful. It was awful. So I had a great year. I had an awesome year. Thank you.